Hey everyone! Remember, told you I was going to come on here and basically just do a kit for you to show you everything you get in the kit. I I learned a valuable lesson last night. So I made that beautiful cross, and yeah, I had about 3 hours in it, and I mixed. It's supposed to be a 1-to-1 ratio, and I mixed 1 and 1 together at that last little pour, so the whole top is sticky. No worries. I'm going to pour some resin over the top of it and see if it works. If it doesn't work in a little spot, then I'm going to wash it all with alcohol, so I have all my parts. So we're still good. We're still good. Okay, so you're going to get your wooden kit. This one I am not painting. Some of them I paint. I'm not painting this. I'm just making sure this is completely down. Okay, so yeah, I couldn't believe that I came down here. I was so excited to show you guys. So this is like an orange red. You'll have plenty to fill up your pieces. So you're going to get all these colors. You're not going to get this much glass. I just have it because I'm doing so much glass. But I give you plenty. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my god. Totally fine. As I say in painting, everything can be fixed. Not in epoxy can everything be fixed, but I think I can save everything. Maybe not the wooden part, but that's okay. I would like to save all my marbles and everything that I put into it. So I will find that out tomorrow, and then I will post that. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors and some embellishments. So I'm going to put the orangey reds in here. If you have any questions about the kits, let me know. But I've been doing hard ones because I was so excited. Put blue. I'm going to put in this one. And you can decorate these however you want. The only thing is, if you don't specify colors, like you'll have a little spot that you can specify colors. If you don't specify colors, I'm going to give you enough to do this, like the same as up a red, white, and blue. But I have no idea where to put them. I can come up with a cute design for you and put it in there as a picture. I can do it on Canva pretty quickly. So, yeah, so don't worry about not having me right here saying, okay, well, my instructions are great. Even my husband said he could, I'm trying to find some small ones. He said he could even find, or he could probably even do it. He would never do it, but he could even do it. And I'm having a blowout from now until, I think it's Monday. Now until Monday, I'm giving $10 off a kit. The kits are $70. You get free shipping. So you get a complete kit, this kit, the cross kit, with, you know, the glass to do it, the resin, everything, the whole kit, shipped to you within the United States. I'm going to put this green down here. Within the United States for $60. Simple card like what I've been showing you. I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh, I'm going to show them these really hard ones to do. And I'm like, they might not buy any kits from me. So this shows you all I'm doing is piling in the glass. Just piling in the glass. Do this down here. And again, if you want to do mostly green, let me know, and I'll give you more green and less orange or something like that. Totally can do it to your colors. I would imagine, I don't have every glass color. I'm probably certain that there's 1,000 different colors of glass. I just have real popular ones that I use for my kits and for my classes. So I use a lot of greens, reds, orange, purples, or not purple, blue. I do a lot of Christmas resin. And there's a lot of Christmas resins in there too. We're still loading, so There's not a huge amount to see, but I am making, I am making this, this kind of like a flip book, you know, an online flip book, to where you can just click the picture and it'll take you to the kits. So if you like this certain turtle, I put like 10 different turtles in there. You can click the turtle and you say, I would like, and you can specify turtle number 1, turtle number 2, whichever one you want. I'm very receptive to questions. Sorry, I was thinking, I hold my breath when I think. I should not do that, seeing that I have an oxygen deal. It's like, quit holding your breath. Yeah, I think it's now until Tuesday. I have a lot of these crosses, so I thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do some of these crosses. Okay, I'm going to put red here. All these are like beautiful. All the colors that I got from this one company. Oh my gosh. Like this ruby red. This will be ruby red. Shiny ruby red. Can't put that one. Sometimes you have to wiggle it around. Don't wiggle it off of your contact paper. I always constantly tell you, touch this. You'll always seeing me push this down. Because in that way you have a less chance of run out. If you do have a run out, no big deal. Last night's run out went all over my blue pad underneath. Still not worried about it. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to go buy some alcohol and clean all my pieces off. But I looked at my resin bottles and I said, I didn't mix A and A together as an A and B combination. And yeah, I'm slightly lower on the B. Now that is only the top half, so I'm wondering if I can wipe it off with alcohol. So the bottom half, if it didn't have a chemical reaction with it, which it might have, I'm not sure. I don't know, I'll have to look. That is a definite live and learn. I was just so excited I mixed A and A together. And it was the epoxy. So I mixed 2 epoxies together instead of the epoxy resin and the epoxy hardener. So therefore it stayed sticky. All over my hands. As soon as I'm like, oh, what happened? And I touched it and there was a big puddle and it was just all over my hands. All over my hands. So even if you're contemplating what glass you're going to put where, what embellishments you might be thinking of. If I don't have, you know, embellishments for you to choose from that you like, then you can definitely go to Michael's, go to Walmart. You can get anything that's for scrapbooking. Scrapbooking stuff, if you have scrapbooking stuff, perfect. That is absolutely perfect. That one's too big. So you are going to have some left over because I have to give you, depending on, you know, I'm not going to scoop them out and make sure that they all fit. So you're going to have a little of the glass left over. Keep it. Lasts forever. And you can use it to maybe change up a style. If you get another kit, you can change up a style. Change up the style. But right now you can get all kits shipped with those codes that I have in the bio for $60. That is a killer deal. Killer deal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just do the inside here. This is like, I love this from this company. This is, some of it's mirrored, some of it is not. So they mixed clear, get off of there, bub. They mixed clear glass with mirrored glass. I'm going to try to dump that out. I don't need to dump it out. Oh, this is ballsy, Tammy. That was very, very, I'm like, oh my God, this girl is going to go everywhere. It's going to take me forever to pick them out. Having a good pair of tweezers, those I can't send. I wish I could include them in the kit, but they're too expensive. So, and maybe I can find some plastic ones that I can put in the kit. I will look. I doubt it. I think all the plastic ones are like regular tweezers. These are metal. And we use these for my classes. I use these in my classes. Not for my classes, in my classes. I'm so excited. I have a class next week. So excited. I love watching everybody's little art brains say, oh, wow, I'm going to put this here. Let's use the spoon. I might get some of these spoons, like just a little spoon. Because I'll tell you what, it helped. If you end up getting some of the small stuff, you're going to need a spoon. I haven't decided whether I'm going to be able to get these into the kits because they're a little more pricey. I'll see. I've got the kits. I've got some of these crosses all ready to go. And I know about how much I have in them. But I don't have anything like that, like as an embellishment. I have some of the glitter stuff that I'm going to put in there. But feel free to grab like little flowers, little butterflies. I do not knock Temu. They have a super great selection. Takes you about 2 weeks to get it. It does save you some money. I don't know about now, but it does save you some money. There's one of those pieces I got last night. I'm going to have to see what color this is because it's an awesome color. And if they have this color, it's like a grayish brown. I don't know what it is. But I really love the color. It's not the brown because when I throw it in the brown, it's darker. So it's like a black brown. I'm going to fill this all the way up. Just even. It doesn't have to be overflowing, just even. Scooch it around with your fingers. See, the stuff that I have been doing has been, you know, I even split the last one up and it still was a 3-hour class. So sorry for that one going so long. But I hope I showed you stuff you didn't know. Okay, so I just am kind of tapping around, not tapping the wood, not moving this paper at all. Just tapping. See how high I am. I try to keep it even. And this sometimes will help move the pieces around and even make one more piece just a little bit better right in there. Like this one has just a little too much. I'm going to take this one off too. Okay. Yep, this feels good. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, and then the green, was I going to do green up here? No. I'm doing, where's my other color? I did the reds, orange, green, blue, dark blue. I'm missing a color here. Okay. Not sure why I'm missing that color, but I'm doing orange in here. I'm going to have to go grab just a smidge of orange. Hold on one second. I buy my glass in 50-pound bags, so it's like I just go and scoop. was putting one more color in here. I guess I wasn't. It's kind of weird. Ooh, I wonder what this brown would look like in here. Hold on a second. No, that's too dark. What about this color? That's pretty. It's supposed to mimic like a stained glass. But you should come out of there. I don't know if I want you there or not. I think I'm going to put blue there. You go back there. You see, it's almost ready to resin. This is how a regular kit goes. And I hope I didn't scare you away from the kits just doing the pretty extra stuff. I was doing some stuff that I could sell. Sometimes it just takes the right ones. I'm still floored at the paint glass. I mean, that was so fun putting that together like a puzzle. And so relaxing. I love it. Get down right there. That's where I wanted you. Right there. If you have any questions, I don't have my StreamYard set up. I know, I've been saying that all week. I'm redoing my studio down here, so I kind of don't have any room to set the stuff up because everything is everywhere, literally, so I can organize it. You know, you have to make a mess to clean a mess. It's one of those. You have to spend $1 to make $1. Okay. So see, it'll take it, and your rocks will fall in a little different than mine. So that's why you'll get a little extra with your kit so you don't run out. I would rather give you more than not enough. I would rather. Okay, what was it? I was doing blue here. I like this light blue. It's so pretty. I'm going to use my thing. That light blue went right in that red, but I can't even, oh, there it is. I was going to say, I can't even see it. And Becky, she's been watching every day. See, Becky, you don't think you can do it, and that's because I was doing those hard ones. Look. This is just like filling in holes. I'm going to grab that blue piece. Anybody can do this. My granddaughter made this egg. Came up with the ombre herself. 11 years old. 12 years old. Oh, sorry. She just turned 13. She beat my butt if I keep calling her 11. Yeah, I mean, kids can do this. I mean, they'll just like throw that stuff in there and say, okay, I'm ready. It's like, okay. Yep, I just saw an orange piece that was missing. I started using the spoon when I was using those little tinies, the ones that I decorate with. I promise that cross, I think I'll be able to fix it. If not, I'm going to salvage it all and make it again. I couldn't believe I did that. Well, I kind of do believe that I did it, but it's like, not on that one. I thought this is the longest one. There was a reason. I should have got some yellow. I should have brought some yellow over here. Okay, so I have, no, that's that. I thought I had all the colors sitting here. I'm going to throw yellow in here. It needed something bright right here. I think I'll put green back up at the top. I think that'll be pretty. And then I'm going to show you some of that glitter, and I can throw some of that in with the kit too. So you can make it like this one. So whatever I throw on this one, I'll throw in the kit. A little shy over here. That's a piece of pink. Nice. Wonder how that got in there. And how did I get so many blues in there? 1, 2, 3. 4. I have 5 pieces in there. And here. Okie dokie then. Okay, check these new colors. Tap, tap, tap. I thought I messed up with the resin. I thought I didn't mix it long enough. And I'm like going over with my head. I'm like, yes, I know I mixed enough. I mixed it over 4 minutes. I know I did. This is pretty. Now see, this is what? 24 minutes and I have it ready for the resin almost. So they don't all take 2 to 3 hours. Those were definitely specials. They make beautiful gifts. And I will not lie, I probably will not, once my resin studio gets going, be offering that discount very much this year. So I would definitely jump on it. I have plenty. You can't buy them. I'm not going to run out. So I have plenty, and they'll ship next week. I can't promise they'll get there by Easter. No, Easter's this weekend. Sorry. But they'll go out pretty quickly. Tap, tap, tap. Just remember to tap, because that really does help seat the stuff. Move it, it'll settle down where it needs to settle down. So now I'm just checking before I add my glitter embellishments, which just pop these things like you would not believe. Okay, so this glitter, no, wrong color. This glitter, which color? I was going to put this on something. I think I was going to put it on here. What do you guys think? This is very cool glitter, but I can also put this on here. I can put this over anything. This can go over all. This right here, this is enough glitter to do probably 60 12-inch pieces. And the reason I say that is because you can over glitter. I had that picked out for a color, but I don't want it to go on any of these colors. That's weird. Oh, the green. I had the green picked out for the green. See, the green looks really pretty. But seriously, this can be... Oh, that's the same color, Tammy. Oh, my goodness. My eyes are going crazy. When you open the glitter, I'm going to have it probably in a little baggie, but it electrifies itself. So just open it slowly, like that, so it doesn't just go whoosh. But with this, actually, I think that I can put it over the whole piece. I'm going to... Oh, my God, that's beautiful. That is crazy beautiful. You just don't want to over glitter it, because I've done that. And it is still beautiful, but it really takes away from the piece. I mean, because it's just like a beautiful glittered piece. This, if you just do like a certain ones, it just highlights that. It just highlights the cross. I think that's, I'm leaving it alone. I think that's all that needed. But gosh, it's so pretty. Okay, one more time, just say I did. Just checking. I have the blue over here, so I'm throwing him back in his spot. Now I'm going to mix the resin, and it's 828. So it definitely can be done, and I didn't rush. I'm still not rushing. It can definitely be done in an hour, you know, in an hour. Even if you place things, right now I could put this and place some things. Did I show you guys those butterflies? No, I didn't. I got these cute little butterflies. I wonder if these would look cute on there. Nope. Nope. I don't know where they're at. I don't know, but they're like little tiny butterflies. Oh, there they are. Hold on a second. They're so small, it's hard to get them out. Yes, I got these from Temu. I get a lot of the embellishments from Temu because it's more reasonable. Look at these little guys. Oh, don't lose them, Tammy. Look at them. They're just little plastic butterflies. Let's see what they look like right in the center. He would have to be put on after the resin. He probably wouldn't even show up. Let me see if a multicolored one would. Yeah, probably not. He probably wouldn't show up. So I'm going to kind of leave it. Let's put him back in that bag and get him into a cup. Because that's where I keep all my stuff, is in these souffle cups with lids. Because I dump everything. Lid. Okay, so this is a simple one, but it gets so beautiful. So I'm going to put my gloves on. They come in your kit. I'm going to put my gloves in. I couldn't believe that one. I kept on blowing on it to try to pop it open. And it had a hole in it. A brand new glove. And I'm like, why are you not working? Sorry, that was my glove. So Tammy, let's do A and B. Let's pull this out. Here is my resin cup. Of course I did that. I move one and they all flip. Okay, so this is my resin cup. It's a silicone cup. I had to clean it out a little bit more today because I just had epoxy. This is the one. I call it A or B or one. Whoops, sorry. You want to measure it out. So I take a souffle cup. Am I in here? Do you guys see me? Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to use, you're going to get 8 ounces of resin. You're going to get 4 of the hardener and 4 of the actual resin. Because, what I do with the lid, I have to put the lid back on. Because with the different way people do it, some people like to leave these more open with like the glass look. Not that glass, clear glass. And it looks like a window. So it really depends on what you're wanting to do. I will be giving you a brand new stir stick. This is my one brush that I use all the time. It's an old brush. So I'm not going to give you my resined up brush. Scrape that out. I'm gonna do 1 more ounce of this. I'm gonna try 6 ounces because I think that I'm not gonna have enough. And that's what happened last night. And sure enough, I just poured it again. So, see, that's what happened. Look, I'm doing it again. Here I was gonna put 1 ounce. And then I was gonna grab the other one and put another ounce and then another ounce. So this is B. I did that last night. That's what I did. I left it set up here. Holy cow, Tammy. So I'm going to do 2 ounces of that. That's what I did last night. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So it's a 1-to-1. Yours is going to be, it comes in a jar. Plastic jar. You're just going to dump each of them out. It comes out of the plastic jar pretty easily. If you want, you can just let it sit like this on something that you're pouring it into if you want to make sure that you get every drop. But chances are you're going to scrape out the same amount from each, the A and B jar. And you won't be able to do what I did because you're going to have an A and a B. And you're going to mix it all. But that was pretty crazy. I just did that. Wow. Okay, so I'm doing 1 more ounce of each. Okay. Now I know what I'm doing, and this one will be just fine. I still can't believe I did that. But I left it sit on the table, and I just didn't pay attention. Just didn't pay attention. So I'm going to go ahead. Since I only need 1 ounce, I'm going to put it right on top of that. I know that's scary, but that way I don't use up another souffle cup. Look, I got A that time. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Okay, this is going to give me about 3 1/4 ounces, which is good. I didn't even notice it when I was stirring it either. And I've mixed so much resin. Didn't even notice it. Didn't look different. It's cloudy today. And I think it did react a little bit with the underneath. So I'm going to test a little spot and see if it hardens and uncloudifies. Ooh, that's a new Tammy word. Uncloudifies. Now, if you're just jumping on, I'm mixing up the resin. This is the cross that we're doing. This is a kit. I have this kit shipped within the United States using the codes in my bio for $60. You won't get them for $60. They're only good until, it's either Monday or Tuesday. So I would get it by Monday, by midnight. But the codes are in my bio also. Put them in at checkout. And you can get free shipping and $10 off. So now you know that these kits are $70. I do have a box subscription, which is you can sign up at a discounted rate. And you can get 1 box of your choice that's on my website or in my Shopify. You can get one of those kits, and it's shipped to you directly, free shipping. It's $59, and you get one each month. You get 1 a month, so you can buy it just 1 kit, and those are $70, or you can go ahead with the yearly membership. That makes them $59 shipped. There is also a quarterly, which is $2.99. You get 4 of them, 1 every 3 months, shipped. So, depending on, I will not lie to you. When you do one, you will say, oh, I'm going to make this for my aunt. Oh, I'm making this for my mom. Oh, I'm making this one for this. I'm going to have, as soon as I get them all loaded in there, I am going to have about 100 designs, maybe 150. So there's going to be a design for every single season. There's signs for every single holiday. Just you name it. All kinds of Christmas ones, Easter, 4th of July. I think I have a flag coming. Maybe I don't have a flag coming. I do have some daffodils. I have a hummingbird with I forget what the flower is, a petunia, I think, coming. So as soon as I get those, I'll be showing those too, because those are going to go in my resin studio for the kits. So there are a ton that are going to be in there. I think right now I only have 6, but I'm sending her some pictures. I meant to do it today, but I had a migraine, so... am I shaking you guys? Looked like I was shaking you by the cord. So I'm mixing this for at least 4 minutes. Not 3. Not 2, but 4 plus. If you don't, it will not set up. It will not set up. So that's why I think that my cross I did the last couple nights is gone. I think that I'm just going to have to salvage the pieces by soaking them, or just make a bowl of alcohol and clean them all off. That'll be fun. Smelling alcohol. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Man, I do that a lot. Lose my train of thought. Now remember, on May 1st, I'm going to be in a sling for 7 to 10 days. I think a lot longer than that, but they're saying 7 to 10 days. But I can do things with my left hand with this. I can't paint with my left hand, so therefore I'm not doing my painting classes. So I'm going to be doing the resin and packing resin kits. So if you know anyone that would be interested in kits, show them these videos. Show them this one for sure, because this one here is truly how the kits go together. I did this one for you, Becky. Just for you. I can't see the comments, but I'll grab them afterwards. But she said, I don't know if I could do it without being in person. And I'm telling you, the way I've got the instructions written out and the YouTube video, you can do it. You can do it. I had an itch on my eye. Get off there, buddy, and get back in. I'm going to mix this for just a couple more minutes here. If you decided you wanted to add not heavy glitter like this, the lighter glitters like this kind of glitter will float everywhere. It's beautiful, but you want to put it on after you put the resin on, because of the fact you want to be able to place it. So, and it doesn't need to be like covered with resin. It's going to stick to the resin. So I'm going to do the cross in the center first, and then I'm going to do around the edges. I think this is the first one I didn't paint, but I thought it looked cool because it looks like antique-y. It's really cool. My granddaughter that did that egg, she did one that was all pink, and she ombreed it out to silver. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. I need her to take a picture of that. I didn't take a picture of it. It was just so pretty. And it was just like baby pink and all just, it was just pretty. Okay, 1, you do what you want. I never suggest to just pour this on. Okay, I do suggest to keep this over this. But that's why I use this. It's just a resined up cheap brush. And don't worry about the bubbles either. I'm going to show you how to get rid of the bubbles. So One thing you want to make sure of is to go around the edges. Doesn't matter if you get it on your wood part. If you want to be real careful and not get it on your wood part, go slow around the edges. Because see, I did just get a smidge there. You might be able to pop it off. I'm not real sure. I know that around the edges, if it leaks, I can pop that off. So technically, I would say you could probably pop it off. Looks like I had a big clump of glitter there. Let me put a couple pieces of glass right there. That's better. That glitter, I had resin on it and it wouldn't move. So I'll just go right back over the top of that. See, this is a heavier glitter. And I always resin over my wood because I like the way it looks. I think it just makes the whole piece come together. You can paint this wood with acrylic paint. I don't know if I would use anything else other than acrylic. Just paint it beforehand before you stick it on the contact paper. Now, if I get the daffodils and the tulips and the stuff that's going in for kits, not my special ones, I'm going to do them just like this. I'm going to give you the colors. I'm going to show you how to do it. And I'll do it on a live just so you can see, yes, I think I can do that. Because I really didn't think about that. I was just so excited to make special ones. But I get 60 people done with one of these, with them thinking about how they're going to embellish them and everything. And it takes us 3 hours, but I get 60 people done. So that's with them trying to think how they want to decorate it. And they do so well. That's why I love it so much. Is everybody's... Everybody's turns out so... It's the same piece, but it turns out so different. That's the first time I've used this dark blue. I'm excited to see. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Now, see, you can see there's a lot of bubbles in here. I use alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. I think that's how you say it, isopropyl. Alcohol to get it off my hands. I spray my hands afterwards. Moving this. Oops. So you can still move stuff around. This does not set up like, even if it says fast cure, which this is fast cure, it's down in my basement, so it is cold. And it does better at about 73 degrees, and it's about 60, I don't know, 65 down here. I love it because I have so many hot flashes. Love it. You can even personalize these by putting pictures in them. Anything you put in here will be solid forever. It'll be solid forever. So like if you poured a square in a mold and poured a square, you could put a picture in it. And then you pour resin over it, and you just have to make sure all your bubbles are out, which I'm going to show you how to do. So I think that if you did solid glass like this, I think 6 1/4, I think 6 will be probably enough, but I'm sending you 8. So if you want to get a mold ahead of time, you can buy molds at Joann's. Oh, Joann's is going out of business. No. You can go to Michael's. Sometimes you can find them. You can definitely find them on Amazon and Temu. But you can find them at Walmart sometimes. I'm trying to keep those little glitters over in the white or the clear. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. You can even paint a picture and put resin over it. And it just turns into just another beautiful art piece. Once I get some of these in my shop, I'll do some, you can take a frame. I did it in Florida. You can take a frame, just a regular picture frame, and tape it up and do it on the glass. And you have that ridge from the frame, so it holds the resin in. It's really cool. You could take something in your house right now and put resin on it. You just have to make sure that it's up on something so it can drip down the sides. And then you just sand the drips. Or pop them off, depending on what, how it feels. You might be able to just pop it off. Sometimes when you're going around this wood, the resin will separate from it and make like a little hole. You just go around and go tap, 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 tap right on top of it. I have some blue glass that's wanting to cruise. I don't know how they're cruising, but it's wanting to. Yeah, but if you want to try this at a great price and have everything to do it, I would definitely order. I mean, it just one. And it'll be hard. It's like Lay's potato chips. It's going to be hard to just do one, but with my instructions, I'm telling you, anyone can do it. Yesterday I thought I was done and I missed some of the balls. I missed a whole complete section. So it's better to not drizzle around like I'm drizzling around. Just to do one section, do the next section. And that way you got everything. And look at it at different angles. Like I can look here and turn my head and see that I'm low here, I'm low here, I'm low here. So look at it at different angles. Don't fret if you don't get it all full and you missed a few spots. The only thing is I give you part A and part B. That will be solid tomorrow, just like your piece is solid. So you'll have to go out and buy a little A and B resin, but you can fill it in with, it doesn't matter what brand. You just follow the directions. Sometimes they're 2-to-1, sometimes they're 1-to-1. UV resin, you need a UV light. So don't do the UV resin unless you're going to buy a UV light, unless you buy a kit that has the UV light with it. It sets up really fast. It's mostly for doing little projects. It wouldn't set this up. Sorry. If this needed to be filled, like I had a wrinkle in the paper or something like that, again, it can be fixed. Just like I showed you how I fixed my Luna moth, but I fixed it with the second batch and it is still sticky. So wish I could remember how much, I almost remember how much I mixed up. I just don't think that without mixing it together, if it would harden. That's why I'm pretty sure I'm just going to have to clean the pieces. But I learn more by messing up than doing it through directions. I don't read directions. I don't read directions. I just say, hey, okay, I watch one video and then I'm ready to go full force. That kind of pisses my husband off. But, you know, we've been together for 37, 38 years. I think he's probably used to it by now. I've learned to try to do it in a way that doesn't piss him off. It's like, oh, you know, if I do it this way, I can show this profit. I'm manipulative like that, I guess. He tells me that it's, what's that saying he says? Not robbing Peter to pay Paul, but convoluted logic. I am a huge person of convoluted logic. I try to explain things to him, and he says, that's so convoluted logic, Tammy. I'll say, if I buy this, and I sell this many, then I would make this profit. And he goes, that's convoluted logic, Tammy. You have to have the product, then sell it, and it be product you already have. He's a businessman, too. I'm the artsy-fartsy girl. But I love it. Becky, I'm really telling you, you can do it. The reason I'm calling out Becky is because she said on a live the other day, she says, I just don't think I can do it. That's why I did this for you. Just to show you that it isn't hard. It is not hard. And I can almost guarantee it'll be one of the prettiest things you've ever made. Because it's one of the prettiest things I've ever made. And I've made a ton of stuff. Oops. Let's get you to turn back over, dude. There you go. There you go. I've always talked to my art pieces, so that's just how I am. I talk to everything. I talk to my flowers. I talk to my fish. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks cloudy, and that is because there literally are a million bubbles in here. So when I show you, when I spray it with the alcohol, it is straight alcohol. The medical kind, not real alcohol. I would just be spraying that in my mouth. It's like, oh, this isn't real alcohol, or this is real alcohol. Okay, so up here, I'm going to get this red part. Look, it looks like rubies. And I'm just going to take this, and I'm just going to go around in a circle. If I happen to get it in that hole, it's okay, because I can drill this. You can drill, you can sand. Yeah, see, this is going to be a good amount. I'm just going to have a little bit left over, I think, if I have any left over. One time, I made 3 times the amount I needed. That was a crazy amount of leftovers, so I made some earrings. They turned out really cute. Look at these little earrings I made. Look. cute little earrings. I put sparkle in them. And they look like glass, but you drop them like that, they don't break. Yeah, I think this is going to be like the perfect amount. Just really make sure you get your corners. That's like the #1 place that people forget. So to do your corners first is what you need to do. Now, what I've been doing after each live, I grab my phone and I show you what it actually looks like. It looks exactly like what it's going to look like dry, but it's wet. Does that make sense? That way you can see how shiny it is. It stays that shiny. So, because right now you're just looking straight down on it, and you don't see what I see. Like, you don't see the glitterifying everything up. Yes, that's my new word, glitterifying. And if you do the wood, like, kind of first, you'll see where it's broke up. See, like, here's a spot that broke up. I think what happens is it gets a couple air bubbles in there, and it just splits from the wood. And then you just go and tap some more in. But if you do it first, it has time to settle. And you can just go back and hit it while it's wet. I am going to have extra, I think. Because I only have 2 spots that I need to hit. These hang up with those little suction cups that you hang up the things in your window, like little things in your window. They have glass in them and they have resin in them, but those suction cups still hold these up. Now, if you happen to have more resin left over, if it's not spilling over, or if you have already, I'm seeing low spots, so that's what I'm hitting. You can run it as high as the piece will let you run it. So I normally will fill it so it's pretty flush with the wood, just because I like it being full. And that's why I decided to give you 8 ounces of resin instead of 6. I'm thinking there's this tiny, tiny little hole somewhere underneath here, because I know that I've filled up that little spot over there about 3 times right through here. So it's going under, but it's not going to come out. It can't come out. See, I just saw a huge hole I missed. It can't come out because it would have already started running out the sides. So I've got the sides pretty solid, pretty pushed down. Like I said, all I'm doing is hitting the low spots. Now I'm just checking, just to be checking. Go right over here. If it does run over, see, I missed this whole section. Holy cow. See, with the lights, I have lighting everywhere. So with the lights, sometimes it's hard to see, and I did. I did around the edges, but I didn't even do the center here. And again, if I messed that up tomorrow, I could have hit it with the resin. But I have the resin right now, so I'm just going around. Double checking. Here's the low area right here. So this was six ounces and something. See, there was a little hole there. It's good to double check and use the resin up. As long as it's not like overflowing and being crazy. I missed this whole piece of wood. So my lighting kind of throws my eyeballs off here. And get these little sparkles back over where they are supposed to be. They're kind of floating a little bit because I'm filling this so full. Back over there, dude. Okay, now I'm just checking everywhere. Checking the wood especially because it does that separation thing. I think it's bubbles. I think there's so many millions of bubbles that they just all decide to pop at the same time and leave this little spot that's open. So I just kind of scrape some across. Becky, did you order your kit? I want to show that you can do it. Okay, now I'm going to double check again. There's the spot. Here's the spot. I just like it to be full. If you want it to look like, you know, if you want it to dip down some, you can let it dip down some and just throw the rest of the resin out. It's entirely up to you. See those two separated over there. There's a separation. It's after just a little bit the wood decides to do the little split thing. And I try to use my light to show it. So there you go. Another beautiful cross made. I have a little bit of resin left over. Don't need it. So now I'm going to spritz it with that alcohol because there are little tiny bubbles everywhere. And I mean, if you want to look, oh my God, it's beautiful. The whole thing is just shimmering and shining. If you want to, you can leave the bubbles, but it really only takes a spritz of alcohol. And then it becomes even more shiny because of the fact that all the bubbles are disappeared. So it's not cloudy anymore. I am going to, because I'm that way. See, there's a little spot right there that I missed. I'm going to get that in there. Let's get you to seat down in there, buddy. There you go. A lot of the bubbles will, they'll pop once you put, oh, this is sticky. They'll pop once you put it over the glass. There we go. See, I just fixed something I didn't like. And I think I'm going to put another stone here. Put a little resin over it. Because I have this extra resin, I can do this. Just gently. Do it gently. Oh my God, that's so sticky. I think, except for right there, I'm done. in the resin. And that was $9.07. I did good with that. So I'm going to get off here. I'll do a live with the lights just to show you how shiny it'll be. So take advantage of the sale. It's good until Monday, I think. Maybe Tuesday. I'm not sure. But $60. Whole kit. I'll talk to you guys in... I'll be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock again. Doing another one. I'm not sure which one yet. But, yeah, use the codes and get some kits. Thanks. Bye.